Hey guys, today I want to show you crazy Herald chaining tech, which is a really strong tech, and it allowed us to make our troll build, weak build, uh, to make it much stronger and allow us to clear whole screens and even monsters outside of our screen. And this allowed me to become more strong. Uh, you can see that I'm running all the uniques except the boots. This is kind of trolling meme. I did this in order to just challenge myself if I could just wear unique in every slot and still be able to maintain decent build. And even without this tech, I kind of did well. If you are interested in this meme build, you can check my other video. But this Herald chaining tech really helped me a lot with the Ulnetol's embrace in particular. So there are other methods you can make Herald chaining with the armor explosion, but I will be discussing Ulnetol's embrace. This is not a tech that I discovered myself. I've first seen on a guy named Korihor on YouTube. He was doing Herald of Ice, Flickering Strike, Chayula Monk. Also, I saw a better in-depth explanation on Herald chaining, and it's the guy on YouTube called Leosboard. I think he has a really good in-depth explanation. I will include both those guys in my video description, so you can go check out their video, and just to be aware how the Herald chaining works, because I will not be going really deep how the mechanic works, how the armor explosion claims credits for killing a monster, so etc etc. And if you don't know this tech already, you might get a little confused what I'm gonna explain. And they are running Herald of Ice, but the principle is the same. We do Herald of Thunder for a couple of reasons. And also our tech is slightly different because the guys that I mentioned, their tech to be enabled to do Herald of Ice chaining with the Ulnetol's embrace, they rely on two different sources of damage as extra damage. Basically, this is like gain some percent of damage as extra chaos damage. This is different from just increased chaos damage, right? And they need to gain some percent of damage as extra chaos damage, and also they need to gain some percent of damage as cold damage. Both of those are possible with several ways. You can get a Minx Heart, for example, some equipment, maybe, and even on a passive tree, there is some, and there are also runes which gives extra chaos or elemental damage. These runes can be socketed in weapons, and also there is Heart of the Well, which gives extra cold damage, for example. So we don't really require those because we only depend on one source of damage as extra damage, and that is extra chaos damage. So before I explain that tech, I want to show you how I'm mapping, and I will be running a bridge to show you that with one hit I can explode monster attacks. So basically I don't need to be constantly shooting my arrows, and my attack speed is not that high. So you see, with one shot I'm proccing a Herald chain, and it helps me with the clear. So you can see it's chaining, and some monsters even off screen they die. And as I said, this helped me a lot because we don't really have a very high energy shield. I don't have a really high evasion rating. I don't have really high DPS and attack speed, and I can basically die if enemies come close. So my DPS is not that high, but it does the job, right? So how our tech is slightly different is thanks to this particular bow. It converts all of our lightning damage to chaos damage, and also it enables chaos damage to contribute to shock. So how is this working? We deal chaos damage with lightning arrows, and it shocks enemies. So we killed shocked enemy, and it procs Herald of Thunder, right? So the bolt hits to the enemy that is adjacent to the one that we recently killed. So the lightning bolt does chaos damage, and the chaos damage breaks armor. We also run this support gem to break armor more efficiently. And when the armor explosion happens, so this with this support gem, it deals fire damage. But because we run Minx Heart and we have this passive, we deal additional chaos damage of that, and armor explosion shocks enemies. So, and if it kills one, Herald of Thunder procs again. So it can proc infinitely. Of course, if we do have enough damage. Right now, my damage is low because I'm just trolling and running all the equipment uniques. But for you to be able to do that, you just want this particular bow to convert lightning damage to chaos damage, and also chaos to contribute to shock. And some sort of percent as an additional chaos damage, which can be gained, as I said, from equipment, from Minx Heart, from this particular rune, and the passive 3 here, for example, or Heart of the Well diamond. So I think if you don't have crazy high DPS, it is better to focus on one type of damage and boost percentages of that damage rather than boost chaos damage in addition to cold damage, because if you have small percentages and also your main DPS is really low, you won't be able to proc this chain. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. Other option also could be done with the Beyond Reach Visceral Quiver. As you can see, with this, chaos damage also contributes to freeze buildup. If you run this particular quiver, you may also run just normal bow, but in this case you will also need some sort of percentage as extra chaos damage, which can be, for example, the easiest is this, right? This gives the highest percentage. I don't have a really nice normal bow, so I cannot really test it. Also, if you have strong gear with, for example, flat flat damage rings, or plus projectile amulets and plus flat damage attack speed gloves, etc., you could perform better and can have much better screen clears. So that's what I wanted to show. I think this bow is an excellent bow and it's kind of overlooked. I would be glad if some rich person with a lot of currency tested this this particular mechanic with this bow and Herald of Thunder, or maybe even Visceral Quiver and Herald of Ice. It would be interesting. If you have any question, make sure to comment. Also, if you're still here, thanks for watching and bye.